So you're thinking of moving to Phoenix, Arizona, and you want to decide if downtown is the right fit for you. Is it the right vibe, the right energy? What do you need to know about downtown Phoenix? That is exactly what we're going to cover in this video. We're going to take you all around the downtown area, show you what it has to offer, check out a bunch of different homes, all these different styles, price points, and everything you need to know. And we're all going to wrap it up with a market update at the end so you can know exactly what is happening in downtown Phoenix to see if this is going to be the right fit for you. We have a ton to cover. Sorry, we're on a busy street also because it's downtown and it's always busy, but we have a ton to cover, so let's go ahead and do this. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Phoenix, Arizona and all the surrounding areas, then go ahead and subscribe and click that bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about what is happening here in the Phoenix market. My name is Samantha and my team and I help people every single day just like you make their move to the Phoenix area and all the surrounding areas, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking of making a move, if you want some more information, if you want to see if downtown or any other parts of Phoenix is the right fit for you, then go ahead and reach out. You can give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. All that information is in the description box below. We'd love to connect with you, and whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months, we are here and happy to help. So like I said, we are checking out downtown Phoenix today. We are going to be going through showing you different homes, different price points and stuff like that. And downtown Phoenix has a lot to offer. It has constantly been growing and changing. Sorry, it's so loud. We're going to get off the main street here. It has been growing and changing so much in the last few years, especially through like the pandemic and everything. Like it has a whole totally different vibe now, good and bad in some different ways. But there is the business district, the entertainment district, the arts district. There's shopping and dining over at Cityscape. You've got the business district with all the finances, the banks, like these big high rises and everything downtown where a ton of people work. You have the art district that's over on Roosevelt Row, and first Fridays, they will actually, first Friday of every single month, there's this huge free arts fair you can go to. There's a ton of local artists, local vendors, there's musicians and everything, and it's just absolutely packed. There's food trucks everywhere, and it's just such a fun time to get to know your city, meet a lot of local vendors, get some awesome like gifts and souvenirs or like home decor, whatever you want. So that is first Fridays, and it is a ton of fun. So that's in the art district, and there's also just art galleries open, obviously the rest of the week, not just first Fridays, but all the time. You've got shopping and dining over in Cityscape. Like I said, there's art galleries in Roosevelt. You have restaurants, bars, cafes, like brunch and breakfast places on every single corner. So we're gonna go through a couple different neighborhoods, a couple different places. Any of the places we see today, you are like literally steps away from any kind of shopping and dining you could want. Downtown Phoenix is one of the few places kind of in the Phoenix metro area that's actually walkable. Phoenix is pretty spread out for the most part, and all the surrounding cities, there's not a lot of walkable areas here in the Phoenix metro, but downtown Phoenix is one of those walkable areas. You can actually not own a car and survive. You've got the light rail, which is actually just right here on the main road we were walking on, Central right here. You've got the light rail, so if you don't have a car, that is okay. You can make it without a car here. You've got the bus system, you've got the light rail and everything like that. So public transportation is actually pretty decent in downtown Phoenix. It sucks the rest of Phoenix, but if you just have a bike or want to take the light rail or something, you can make it and be totally fine. In downtown Phoenix, there are also a couple ASU campuses and stuff like that. For the most part, ASU is in Tempe, but there's a section of downtown that has ASU campus. So if you are going to ASU and want to be on campus, you've got that availability here. There is the Science Center, the Children's Museum, the Convention Center. There's just so much to do and see and explore in downtown Phoenix. So even if you don't live in downtown Phoenix, at least going there for the day, there is a ton to check out. Obviously there's sports. I'm not a sports person, but if you are, there is the Chase baseball field, which is the Diamondbacks baseball. Sorry, not sports person. And then you've got the Footprint Center, which is for basketball, and it's, I know this, Phoenix Suns, which is our guys team, and Phoenix Mercury, which is the women's basketball team. And the Footprint Center also does a ton of concerts, events, and everything like that. So there are tons of things happening every single day of the week in downtown Phoenix. So if you like being in the middle of the action, always want something to do, you want it to be walkable, get anywhere you want within a couple of minutes, downtown Phoenix is probably going to be a great fit for you. And when it comes to living, they have these high-rise lofts. They've got like really cool old historic, like my brain isn't working, historic like neighborhoods and districts. So if you want like a single family home that was built in like the 30s or 40s, which for Phoenix is super old, you can get that here. Or if you want a cool modern high-rise condo with amazing views, if you want something really cool and industrial, like the brick wall and like the exposed pipes and all of that, like we've got that here too. So there's a lot of different living areas in downtown Phoenix as well, and you can get a lot for your money for the most part. Now there are different parts of downtown that are affordable. We're gonna look at some more affordable options. We're also gonna look at some more pricey high-end options. And so kind of depending on what part of downtown you're in, there's a lot of different variety in the price points that there are. But like I said, there's something for everyone down here. It is really vibrant and versatile and really diverse. Downtown is a really fun place to be. So we have a ton to check out. We're gonna go check out a bunch of different places. We're gonna do a market update at the end. We have a lot to get through. So let's go ahead and check out this first stop. All right, we are at our first stop here in our downtown Phoenix tour. So this place is listed at $587,000. This is kind of giving you an idea of that kind of cool high-rise condo downtown living, but a little bit more on the affordable end. Downtown condos are a little expensive no matter where you look. If you are looking for a rental, most rentals downtown Phoenix, if it's like a 1-bedroom or a studio apartment, it's gonna start at $1,500. So $1,500 is about as cheap as it gets in downtown, and it goes up very quickly from there. So just gonna be aware, if you're looking for rentals, they're gonna be a little pricier down here. So, but they do have a lot of amenities. Walkability is great and stuff like that too. So this first place just had a $10,000 price reduction. So it used to be closer to $600,000. Now it is $587,000. It's a 1-bedroom, 2-bath place, 1,617 square feet. So it's about $363 per square foot. So it's just that this place right here, the Artisanal Lofts in downtown Phoenix, is built in 2004. So it is pretty modern and industrial inside. So if you want that kind of more modern industrial feel, this is a great place to get it. The HOA, if you're gonna have a condo or a townhome in downtown Phoenix, you're gonna have to deal with HOAs. That's just part of the downtown living. So the HOA is $530, which compared to other HOAs, you'll see later in this video, is not that bad. There's another HOA we're gonna look at that's over $1,000. So the HOA, you've got 2 parking spots. They've got some gated secure parking. It's got a gym, rooftop patio with a pool. You've got a private patio plus a community patio. You've got a pool, dog run, all of that. So it can be a great little spot. Like I said, 1-bedroom, 2 baths. So it's got a good amount of space. So if you are just kind of looking for a smaller place downtown, but you want to be in the heart of everything, this is going to be a great spot. It's right in the heart of downtown Phoenix. Actually, right here, you've got a really cool little neighborhood pizza spot is this corner right here. You can literally walk outside your door and you're at a pizza spot. You're right next to the light rail stop. Right here on the street is this light rail stop. So you can actually just walk outside your door and you're right at the public transportation as well. Sorry, there's like a lot of wind and my hair is like doing weird things today. So you're really close to public transportation as well. So it's a great location, fairly affordable for downtown Phoenix. You're close to food, parks. There's a couple different parks up here. Down here, right around the corner is the Phoenix Public Library. It is the coolest library. It's like 5 stories, glass, like floor to ceiling. It's got this awesome elevator. Anyways, I don't know if people go to libraries a lot anymore. I do, I'm a bookworm, but it's really cool. And amazing views of downtown. So you're kind of in the central part of downtown right here. So right up here is the Phoenix Art Museum. You've got the Science Center just around the corner here. So you're kind of in the heart of everything, really easily walkable. Like I said, you're right next to the light stop. And then just at the other end over here is one of these historic neighborhoods. So you actually do have access to the gate right here just to get around the neighborhood and walk. So if you want to just check out the neighborhoods, see all these really cute historic homes that are like millions of dollars and it's really pretty to look at, you can just take little evening walks through all the neighborhood as well. So this is a great location, great little spot that's a little more affordable on this end. Our next stop, we're actually going to go check out one of those really cool historic homes that was built in the 40s. So I'll give you one last one last look at this place. It's all gated off and secure, so you get security, but this is the place. I'll give you one last look. Again, it's $587,000 for kind of a smaller place in downtown, but if you want that kind of loft condo vibe, this is a great spot for it. So let's go head over and check out one of these historic neighborhood districts. Okay, we are at our second stop, and for our second stop, we're checking out some of those really cute historic neighborhood districts that I talked about in the beginning. So these neighborhood districts were built in like the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, which for Phoenix is really, really old. Like we kind of talked about earlier, Phoenix isn't that old of a city, and so Homes built basically at like the 50s or earlier is considered like super, super old and historic for us. So we're in one of those really cute neighborhood districts that is historic. This is the Willow District, and it's inside the downtown area. This is one of the most highly sought after historic districts. This and Encanto are kind of the top two historic neighborhoods. I don't know if you can see some of these houses around here. We'll drive through and show you afterward, but they are so cute with so much charm. This is our lovely little house that we're gonna be checking out right now. But so with these historic districts, the homes are beautiful. They are a little bit older, and there's kind of things to look out for with older homes. But this one is listed at $925,000. The historic neighborhoods are expensive. It costs a lot to live in these neighborhoods, and the homes, even though they sometimes can be a little bit smaller and older, they still have a really high price tag because of how rare and highly sought after they are. So this is $925,000. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath home. 1,865 square feet, which is pretty big for the historic districts. This one was actually built in 1949, so kind of in the late 40s. It's a really beautiful Monterey brick ranch style home. It's been fully renovated on the inside, so a lot of the people will come in and renovate these homes on the inside. They still keep the outside charm and character and everything like that, but they'll renovate the inside, bring it to the 21st century, make sure like plumbing and electrical and everything is like up to code and all of that. And it's got this really cool mid-century modern style inside that they've done. There is no HOA. That's kind of one of the benefits of these historic neighborhoods, is that there is no HOA that you have to deal with, and so you really do kind of get to make the home your own. You can kind of do landscaping, design and stuff however you want. Can be pros and cons, but for the most part, I mean, there are some older homes that are a little run down. They haven't been updated yet. Not getting as much love as some of the other homes, but you can see some of them have been updated. They're actually doing updates on a couple of the homes down here. So you can see a lot of people really are coming in, bringing this kind of neighborhood into the 21st century while still keeping all that history and charm and character that the homes had originally. It is really hard to find homes in the historic neighborhoods over here in downtown under $900,000, even though, like I said, they're small or they can even be outdated. Like even the outdated homes that have not been updated, they're expensive. It's hard to find them affordable. So if you are wanting to live in the downtown historic neighborhoods, just be aware that's going to come with a higher price tag. And with older homes in general, there are some issues to look out for. The plumbing, the electrical, you want to check foundations, roof, all of that, just because the building back then, you know, the plumbing and the pipes, they were a lot smaller. Sometimes roots grow into the pipes. They were using different materials back then, and so things just always don't hold up as well. So if you are thinking of buying a historic home, just make sure you have an agent who knows what they're doing. Do the inspections, know what you're getting into. But one of the really cool things about this is there's so much history that comes with the home that you get, and so that's really cool. I know a few people who have actually bought in these neighborhoods. A couple of my friends live here, and their homes and the history behind them is just so cool, and they have this really cool, fun, like retro feel to them. Anyways, so here's a last look at this cute little place. Again, we'll drive you through the neighborhood just so you can kind of get a feel for how cool and kind of quaint it is, and then we are going to head on to our last stop. Check out this really cool like luxury penthouse condo. We saw like a different one in the beginning, but this one's going to be like uber luxe, uber fancy. So let's go check out that one. All right, we are at our third and final stop, and we are at One Lexington, which if you want luxury condos, this is the place in downtown Phoenix for luxury living, that high-rise townhome. Okay, we're right on the busy street. Hang on, this is not gonna work. Let's go around the side really quick. Let me give you a little view of this. I don't know if you can see how kind of tall and luxurious it is, but it's really loud. I'm just gonna be yelling at you guys this whole time, so we're gonna walk around the side really quick. Okay, anyways, so the unit here in One Lexington we're going to be checking out. Like I said, this is the epitome of high-end luxury living in downtown. If you want an amazing high-rise condo, this is the building that you're going to want to live in. So this unit is currently listed for just over $1 million. It's $1,075,000. It's a 2-bed, 3-bath unit, 1,900 square feet, just over 1,900, 1914 square feet. Which price per square foot about $1,268. So there is an HOA. Obviously, when you're going to have those condos and townhomes and stuff, especially in downtown, it's going to come with a pretty high HOA. This one is $1,268 for the HOA. Okay, so you can kind of see here is one of the entrances on the side here, and it comes with a lot of amenities. So the HOA is super steep. It's over $1,200, but with that, you have 24-hour security. You've got a yoga studio right here. There is a coffee shop just around the corner on the other end of the building. You do have the parking garage right along here. I'll kind of walk you guys over on the side so you can see the site a little bit. But in addition to all this, it's for this one specifically, it is a penthouse unit. It's at the top. It's huge, vaulted ceilings. Like, I mean, just look at the pictures. It's amazing. The views are probably like the coolest selling point of this. The views, you can see all of downtown, all of Midtown. You can see the mountains. Like, you're at the very top of this crazy tall building. So the views are absolutely insane. So what comes with the HOA, in addition to, like, you know, you've got all the little amenities and stuff on the first floor and everything, and you have the amazing downtown vibe. So you do get a couple of parking spaces. There is a clubhouse, 24-hour security. There's obviously pool and spa, heated pool and spa, concierge security, and kind of all of that. So here is where you've got the parking garage right here. This is actually for visitor parking. Now you're going to have secured parking in another area for the actual residents. You do have that kind of secure gated parking if that's something that you're worried about. But this penthouse does come with like floor to ceiling windows, insanely cool views of, like I said, the downtown mountains, kind of both sides and stuff like that. Super open and modern, and it has 2 owner suites. So if you really want to live here but you can't afford it, find a buddy and you guys can both just like split it and do it together, because it does have the 2 owner suites with like the crazy amazing modern design amenities, everything. Oh, also 24-hour fitness center. I don't know if I mentioned that with the HOA. You get the 24-hour fitness center and everything like that. But like I said, it is very secure, very high-end luxury living. I don't know if you see some of the buildings around us. So we're kind of more in a little bit of like the northern part of downtown, in a little different area than we were for the other 2. So that first place we saw was kind of the condo townhouse living in downtown, but a little more affordable price. This is more high-end luxury, more amenities. And you are like this street right here where this light is, that's the light rail, that's the stop. So if you don't want to have a car, if you want to kind of just have that like walkability life, I don't know if that sentence made sense, but if you don't want to have a car and you do want to just rely on public transportation, downtown Phoenix is one of the few places you can do that, like we said earlier. And so the light rail stop is literally right here. You can get off the light rail, walk right into your front door, or like we said, you do have secured parking and visitor parking over here as well. So I'll give you one last chance to kind of look at this amazing building. It's got like the street lined with palm trees and all of that. It is definitely luxury living at its best. So this is the final stop. We are going to go ahead and wrap this all up with a market update, just so you can kind of know what is happening in the downtown Phoenix area, the average prices, how long places are sitting on the market, different strategies if you are thinking of moving to the downtown Phoenix area. So let's go ahead and find a cool little coffee shop downtown. They're everywhere, so let's find one really quick and wrap this up. Okay, we are gonna do a market update outside of the coffee shop. Inside it is crazy busy, like it is really, the music is bumping, there's a ton of people in there, so we're gonna do it outside. Got my coffee, it's their version of, I think, an Irish cream latte or something. I'm very basic, I don't like coffee, I just like the taste of all the creamers and sweeteners. So anyway, enough about my basicness, let's get on and talk about the downtown Phoenix market. So there's 120 homes for sale on the market right now in downtown Phoenix. It's a fairly large area, so that's not a ton. But it's more than last year, so that's good. The average sale price for homes in the downtown Phoenix area is $628,000. So you kind of saw today, there's a variety of prices. There's stuff that's more affordable on the lower end. There's things in the millions. It really depends on where you're at in downtown, but also what type of housing that you're going to be living in downtown as well. Whether it's those, you know, fancy condos, the more affordable condos, single family home, historic districts, all that stuff. Average days on market, which is the time it goes on the market, you know, it's marketing, you can see it on Zillow, from when it hits the market until they accept an offer. The average time right now is 25 days. This time last year it was 27, so it's pretty close, but we're also starting to see the market kind of shift and starting to normalize. So homes are sitting on the market a little longer, which is, you know, normal in a balanced market. Now that things are starting to normalize, things are becoming a little more balanced. Buyers have a way better chance and kind of more of a leg up when it comes to negotiating and things like that, which is amazing news for buyers right now. Things are not so crazy and hectic and competitive, which if you're a buyer, that is good news for you. Price reduction. So one of the homes that we had talked about today had a price reduction on it recently. That's a really great strategy for when you're looking at buying a home. So price reductions will happen if a home has sat on the market too long and they're not getting the types of offers that they want, they're not getting the interest that they want, and they really need to sell. So when you see places that have had price reductions, that's going to show you what sellers are motivated and who's going to be more open to negotiations and potentially get you a better deal. So price reductions that have happened in the last 30 days are right at 18. So there's been 18 homes in the downtown Phoenix area, condos, townhomes, all of that have had price reductions. The lowest price home in downtown Phoenix right now is $219,000. So there is affordable housing, but it's rough. It needs a full gut job. It's a condo. It's 2-bed, 1.5 bathrooms. It is very old, very outdated, super rundown. But there are still options kind of in the 400,000 range, but they're just going to need a little more work and they're pretty outdated. So just kind of be aware of that. But the highest priced property in the downtown Phoenix area is a $1.9 million home. It's actually in one of those historic districts that we talked about, the historic neighborhoods from earlier. So earlier, the one that we saw is in the Willow neighborhood. And the other one that we mentioned that's always really highly sought after is the Encanto neighborhood. And this home, the $1.9 million home, is in the Encanto neighborhood. It is gorgeous. It's like this historic, giant, custom, it's kind of like a Spanish villa vibe. It was actually built in 1929. That's like one of the oldest homes in the area. So I know for some people, like, it's not even 100 years old, but for some people that's not a big deal. For Phoenix, that's really old. That's super, super old here. Very historic, very old, lots of history when it comes to homes in Phoenix, because homes in Phoenix aren't usually that old. So it's a 5-bed, 4-bath home in the Encanto neighborhood. It's 3,700 square feet. Sorry, I'm looking down at my notes here because I couldn't memorize all of this, but it's been fully restored. It had the original hardwood floors fully restored. There's some beams and ceilings that were the original hardwood. Those have been restored as well. It's got a finished basement, a huge yard. It's this incredible, gorgeous home, and they've really kind of saved a lot of the history and character of the home and preserved it and just like brought it back to life. It's so cool. It's gorgeous. Anyways, so hopefully that gives you a good idea of kind of what is happening in the downtown Phoenix market, all the different types of housing that's available. Feel free to go check out some of our other videos on downtown Phoenix or Phoenix in general. There's parts of Phoenix, there's uptown Phoenix as well, which is just outside of downtown, but a little bit of a different vibe and feel. So feel free to go check out all those other videos. If you do have any other questions that we didn't answer in this video, or other questions and information that you'd like to know about downtown or any other parts of Phoenix and all the surrounding areas, then go ahead and reach out. You can give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, message us on Instagram. You can follow us on Instagram if you want to see kind of like all the different videos and stories we're always posting of what it's like living in Phoenix and all the places to go and visit downtown and all that fun stuff. So reach out anytime. We are here and happy to help. And until next time, we hope to see you soon.